So teaching high school shop, I get to work with some awesome tools, and a lot of them are ones you've probably used in your shop. Table saws, miter saws, band saws, sanders, all that stuff. But there's one really underrated tool that I don't see utilized nearly enough. That tool is the lathe. And I want to tell you not only why I think every school shop, and if you can at your home shop, should have one of these, but also why this one is the safest option I have found for my students to use. So probably the most common product that my students want to make when they get on the lathe is the mallet. They love turning the handles and they love leaving with something, it makes them feel kind of like Thor. And when I say mallets, I mean they make mallets and mallets and mallets and mallets. So they love to make these things. Another thing I love about having a lathe is that there is basically no such thing as throwaway scrap wood. You could have the tiniest piece of wood and you may have a student turn it into something like this, or a little bigger piece, and they're like, hey, I want to make a dreidel. Whatever it is, they can take tiny pieces, they can turn them, they can play around, they can learn some new skills, and they can make some stuff that they can't really make with any other tool in the shop. So let me show you what I love about this lathe. First off, I just flip it on over here. And then I come over here and you can see we have a digital RPMs gauge, which is great, but there's something better. Come over here and I can actually adjust my speed with this knob. So if I come back over, I can slow it down, drop it down under 900, or I can crank it up and I can get up near 3,000 here. Now, most small lathes don't have that feature, and let me tell you why it adds a safety component to the classroom. With these small lathes, typically to adjust the speed, there are pulleys inside of here, and this still does have the pulleys you can adjust, but usually that's the only way you can change your speed. You have to go in, move the pulleys around, and then turn it back on. You don't know your exact RPMs, problem number one, and two, every speed adjustment you want to make, you have to play with those pulleys. So if a student puts a pulley back on wrong, now you have problems with the machine and you can have accidents happen. Here, where we have it right now, I haven't touched the pulley since it came in. And I can hit from just under 1,000 to about 3,000 RPMs. That's all the range we really need when we're working on projects. So if you're in a shop setting working with students, you know that the less they have to play around with the machine, the better it's going to be, the safer it's going to be. Another huge safety component is this guard over the hand wheel right here. So when I turn this on, right now the piece of wood is spinning, but there's nothing over here. So between the digital gauge, the adjustable speed, and the cover here, this is by far the easiest and safest lathe that we have used in this shop. I actually have a student, he's a member of a wood turning association, which I didn't even know was a thing until recently. And he has used, I have another lathe and this lathe, and he says by far this one is his preference. He's talked about, especially for the students who are just learning on it, this is the best one for them to use. So I'm really combining two things here you may not be familiar with. One, the Woodstarter brand. I have quite a few Woodstarter tools and I love every one of them. I have had no issues with them. And two, the lathe. So if you're looking to upgrade your shop, you want something for the students or your shop at home, whatever the situation is, I suggest give wood turning a shot. This is an affordable lathe, and like I said, by far it's the easiest and safest one for my students to use.